Yo, back with another stream today, and I'm gonna do some more art. And yeah, it's pretty much the plan today. Maybe I'll play a game, but maybe not. Not sure. Depends on how I feel. But I think I actually have everything I need to get started, so I think I'm just gonna swap to drawing. Don't want to spend too much time on the starting soon screen. I actually had everything prepared. I did start to fix my audio, but I didn't quite get to do that yet, so regardless, I figured I'd come along and do some doodles because I was going to do that anyways. So let's just get started here and not waste too much time. I really need to think about other ideas for music, because the copyright music is fine for videos, but I hate kind of listening to it during streams, if I'm being honest. But I guess for background music it helps to not be so quiet, I suppose. I guess I can do a bit more EDM today. I don't really have any plans as far as what I want to draw. I just want to draw something. So that's what I'm going to do. And let's just get started here. I was sketching traditionally a little bit earlier, but I'm going to get more practice in with digital, so that's what I'm going to do. If I can find my stylus. Oh, there it is. Okay, I think I'm ready to go. I'm just gonna start drawing and see where that takes me, because I need to not expect instant results. I just need to practice. So maybe I'll just do some studies. That seems to be a good idea. I did also upload a new YouTube video, which I'm not sure if I changed in Stream Elements, so let me do that first before I start drawing, because I'm thinking about it. In this week's video I was talking about how I was struggling with digital art and steps I need to change if I want to improve. So let me pop in the new video, and then I think I'm ready to go. Because I always forget to update Stream Elements until I'm actually streaming, which is a bad habit of mine. Which I get is not good, because I need to kind of remember to do these things for the betterment of my channel. Share. Copy link. And save. Save to command. The Discord command should still work. I think everything else is good. So I think now I can get to drawing, and I need to do some studies, because honestly I definitely need to do more anatomy. Question is, what do I want to study? And I could do some hands, because I haven't really did a lot of hand studies lately. Honestly, I don't think hands are that bad to draw. Obviously it does take a little bit of a learning curve, but it's really just blocking out your shapes, which is key to like drawing most things. Been doing chores and stuff, not too much. But I wanted to come and draw. Honestly, I haven't really been too much in a gaming kick lately. Been wanting to do art content more, but I do want to play more Persona. I was really pumped that the new Atlas King came out, and people seem to be liking it from what I heard so far. I want to try that at some point, but I really need to finish the games that I already have first, so... I finish P4, maybe I do a shorter game, and then I go and replay Persona 3. That seems to be the strat, at least in my head. Because plans and stuff change. But lately I hadn't been feeling too much into gaming. But I'm not totally against it either. Like maybe if I get bored of drawing, I'll probably go to GeoGuessr. Nothing too much else crazy going on. I didn't watch the new Dan and Dan yet. I'm not sure if I'll continue watching the anime or if I'll just read the manga. Apparently some really intense stuff happens, but I don't know who watched it or not, so I don't want to get into spoils. So... Also, I look like I'm missing a finger, but I'm not. I am a firm believer, though, that you won't improve if you keep drawing the same thing over and over, which is something that I had to learn myself as an artist. So I'm just sketching some hands. Nothing too detailed. Although I do want to try more brushes, so maybe I'll do that. But I want to warm up first. Thinking about future ideas that I want. If I ever get to affiliate. Because I do want that to be like a special occasion. Although I still have quite a ways until I get there. Definitely probably won't get there this year, but the goal is maybe within a year. If I can be consistent enough. I'm not sure if the Discord ping worked. Oh, and if you do want to join the Discord, !Discord, made some changes. I was able to boost the server, so I just need to figure out what emotes I need to put in. Because that's important. And to be honest, I'm not that good at with dealing with emotes, I do want to make at least one custom emote for Discord. And maybe I might do that surely. This hand looks a little funky. There's the knuckles here. And the thumb is like, I think he's like Thor. Because they're holding the phone up. So it looks something like this, and I think I made this a little too long. This one didn't turn out too well. Because I think I had the finger wrong. So I want to have this facing up. To be honest, I kind of botched this hand. I could probably start over. I kind of like the other hand that I drew. This one's just looking a little funky. Although it can be difficult to draw the fingers if they're like spread apart. Because like if the hand is down like facing flat, then you could just kind of wing it. You didn't necessarily need to draw all fingers individually, believe it or not. But in a pose like this, it's obviously something you can't do. I'm thinking one thing that I do when I take my courses is maybe I'll just write everything down that I think is useful and like put it in a Google Doc or something, and then maybe I'll go over like a Spark Notes version and make that a video, or like things that worked for me in learning. It's just thinking about things I could be improving with my artwork. I don't want to spend too much time on each particular hand. It's supposed to be a warm-up, which is supposed to be like loose and quick. Because when you think about it, the palm of the hand is kind of square-like. And the individual fingers, that can be where things get a little tricky. But if once you figure out how to draw the palm, and once you figure out how to draw the cylinders or the finger bones, and honestly learning how to draw hands isn't too difficult. I just treat it like such a nebulous thing that's impossible to get right, but if you study anatomy and form, then it's not necessarily that bad to learn. But it's not like I said in my previous video, I don't really have a problem sketching in digital. I think it's quick. It's just the coloring. But I will have a remedy to that soon, hopefully. And when you come from where the thumb is, it's actually pretty straight. Only where the pinky is, and the palm meets the wrist, is there the wrist bone, which you can see with this little squiggle right here. I think with a lot of things, though, you just tend to make mistakes because you aren't really listening or looking at the anatomy properly. Because we often think of drawings as like a 2D thing, but if we want to understand how they work, we need to think about them as I guess not 3D, but how it will look in real life. You don't have to go super realistic, but knowing where things are definitely makes things easier. And there is a difference. The thumb is kind of up and not out. Although here you can't really see. I could probably went a little longer with the finger. I want to draw a fist, so let's just do that. And again, for a fist, it's kind of a boxy shape. Although here you do see more of the wrist. But like I said, the general shape doesn't change too much. You can still see the wrist bone. Like I said, since I boosted my server, I need to think about emotes. And I'm also thinking about streaming on TikTok, because I'm almost up to 2,000 followers there, and I kind of want to do something special. I'm not sure what. Maybe I'll do the Bob Ross painting stream there and on Twitch. Might still need to set that up. Oops. Cannot lose my reference. So the thumb comes here, and then it has an angle, and then the fist, and then the other fingers are like this. I'm kind of locked in at the moment, so apologies for not talking too much. I am trying to study my reference, because I do want to get it at least somewhat right. Although if you want to see some of the references that I saved on Pinterest and ! Socials, because I have my Pinterest board saved there, and then I have all my references and ideas I have for my characters. And the fist, I don't want to go too detailed, I just want to get the general shape. I'm going to draw the whole hand. Gotta find a good reference for that. I could draw this one. Because like I said, the palm is mainly a square slash trapezoid type shape. And I think the fingers are harder to draw than the palm itself, because you want everything to look decent. This one might be a little tricky to draw, but I can figure it out. And if you really want to do it old school, you could literally just like draw where the fingers should go on the palm. But I don't usually do this too much. It's important to have your guidelines and all, but sometimes I think too much can cause a problem. Oh, hello. Welcome to the stream. Sorry. My phone fell. Let me fix that. There we go. Sorry. My area's a little messy. But something broke. Oh no. That was me being clumsy. I'm just doing some hand studies here. I'm just warming up. I don't really know what I'm gonna draw. I might draw something Inktober related. I might not. I might just draw more studies. But I wanted to warm up my hand, and what better way to do that than to draw hands. And I'm trying to get this right. This pen is pointing a finger, so I need to make sure. I tend to do chill art streams on Saturdays, but I also play games as well. I might play some games later. But I think right now I'm just in an art mood, so I'm gonna just do that for now. But enjoy your stay. I was just talking about future plans regarding streams and ideas that I had for my little community. I think maybe it's the cord that was getting in the way, so let me move that. Okay. The thing is, how could you see the underneath of the finger? Yeah, this looks kind of rough. I shall chill as well. Yep, chill vibes. Not too energetic. But I do enjoy chill streams myself. So you can't really see the finger here. This reference was a little bit tricky to draw because of how the fingers are. I think I'm sort of figuring it out as I go along. I might draw some Persona characters or something. Although the new Atlas game has some pretty cool character designs too. Atlas does tend to cook with their art. If I do go live, I intend to be live at these hours. Whether that's drawing or playing Persona or GeoGuessr or whatever. I feel like I could squeeze another hand in this canvas, so let's just do that. Oh, maybe I can put this one here. Oh, I can't see my follower overlay, so let me move that. Seems like whenever I start stream, it wants to pop behind the other, I guess, window capture. I'm still pretty new to streaming, so things might be a little scuffed, at least in the beginning. But I'm learning, and I've been having quite a bit of fun. So again, we're gonna go in with the square shape for the palm, and then the curved shape for the thumb. Oh. Peapod. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, I've just been doing these hand studies because I need to warm up my hand. I drew a little bit earlier, but not too much, so I figured I would do some warm-ups first. And I needed to draw more hands anyway, so... just chilling and thinking about future ideas. You look good, thank you. Some of them might look a little funky, but I don't think I'm doing too bad. Although this one's kind of covered by the other hand that I drew here. It's still not bad. You can see the back of the wrist bone here. I came on the craziest thing just now. I heard my brother working on a project. I didn't know what. I look in the backyard. There's a hot tub there. Ooh, a hot tub. It sounds interesting. His hand looks a little weird, but I kind of squished it to the corner. It might be so weird. That's what he spends his money on, but I can't complain about a hot tub. Now, if only it weren't so hot to use it. For October, it definitely doesn't feel like fall. Huh. It could come in handy, I suppose. I think maybe because I had the palm start here, but it's more straight right here. Boy, it's hot today. Yeah, it's definitely been warm here. And now we got a few more days in the 90s, which is totally normal for October. Can I squeeze another hand here? Or maybe do I want to move on? I don't know. I could probably squeeze one more down here. And I think that's what I'm going to do. Because I'm actually enjoying drawing hands. I know hands aren't the simplest thing to draw, but they really aren't that hard. Once you get your basic shapes down. And just draw the palm. And then the fingers. I at least had fun with my nieces and nephews today. You covered pumpkins. That sounds fun. I haven't done any hand studies yet. I could have sworn you did try to draw hands at some point. But maybe I'm misremembering things. But I haven't really been doing a lot of studies myself, to be honest, so I need to do that. Maybe I'll just do more anatomy studies. I do kind of want to draw something a little fun. And the fingertips. Because even from this angle, you can still technically see the wrist bone. Hello. Do I know you? I haven't been streaming that long. Maybe you've seen one of my videos that I uploaded. But welcome to the stream. I'm just doing some hand studies here, nothing too crazy. Just warming up. Because I do kind of want to draw an idea that I had. I watched Spider-Verse earlier, so I'm kind of Spider-Man pilled, so I might draw something like that. Or I might make some Persona fan art, I don't know yet. YouTube chatter, yeah. welcome. Maybe I've drawn hands on characters, but I don't know if I've done the dedicated hand studies. Thinkage. Yeah, I could have sworn you did. But I guess maybe it was part of one of your characters. Into or across. I watched the first one. And when I don't know what else to do, I just watch Spider-Verse or Spider-Man. Which is funny, I'm not a huge superhero fan, but Spider-Man scratches the brain for me for some reason. And I do kind of like making Spider-Verse characters. I had my own Spider-Verse Spider-Sona, but I don't think I have it saved. Or it might be in one of my sketchbooks. I've only seen the first one once, and the second one not at all. I think I watched the second one like twice. Maybe you'll watch it tomorrow, I don't know. But the art in that movie, I can't sing its praises enough. Sony and Disney messed a lot of things up, but I'm glad that they didn't botch that movie. Though I am worried about what they're gonna do for the finale. Because I think they're trying to do something. Quote unquote creative differences, as they say. I'm still salty about the second one's ending. It's been a minute since I've seen it, but I do remember it being contentious, at least online. But then again, stuff is always contentious online. Well, talking about Spider-Man makes me want to draw Spider-Man, so I think I'm going to do that. So I'm going to make a new canvas. Well, technically, it makes sense why it ended the way it did, because it's technically a trilogy. So you're supposed to kind of be left wondering what's going to happen next, and Miles' story clearly isn't finished yet, so I don't want to give the authors too much credit, but I do think they have a vision for the story. Now, whether or not Disney messes up with that, that's a different matter. Open endings don't always have to be bad. But I don't want to spoil too much about the ending, because not everyone has seen it. My mod, of course, hasn't seen it yet, so I don't want to spoil it for him. But I will say, I don't think it's quite as bad as it could be. But I am worried about the next movie, because that could be a problem. Make it into the post-credit scene. Honestly, that could have been something that they did. But I guess it's still part of Miles' journey, so I get it. Might not be the most popular ending, but if they want the series to be going, I get it. Spoiler alert, Spider-Man appears in Spider-Verse. No way, you mean you really get to see Spider-Man? I need to find a reference for Miles, because I want to draw him. And honestly, I could probably stand to draw more male characters. So I'm gonna do just that. I like Miles' character a lot, but I remember that not everyone likes Gwen Stacy. I haven't had a chance to see your new video. What is it about? It was about like what we were talking about with me struggling with digital art and what I want to do. Because I think to understand digital art, I had to change my mindset about art. And I needed to go back to doing fundamentals, which is what I'm doing. And what I want to continue to do. Miles. It's pretty much what we were talking about in VC the other day. Looks like you're already doing that with hand studies. I was doing some studies in my sketchbook. Nothing too fancy. Miles has a bit of a longer face since he's older in the second movie. I really want to play Spider-Verse music, but I know I would get copyright struck. Apparently the VODs of my last couple live streams also had a copyright claim, even though it contained music that I used in other videos without an issue. I'm not really sure why that happened, but that was a little annoying. I guess I can just start sing it. I'm not good at singing. And honestly, my voice is kind of fried today, so I don't think you'll be seeing any karaoke streams from me anytime soon. So I want to draw Miles, and he has a longer face. I guess I could probably put his face here. But I kind of want to keep the canvas blank in case I draw other characters. You're allergic to What's Your Danger, right? Yeah, I do. But I definitely don't think I could sing right now. I like to try many things, but karaoke is definitely one that's not a strong suit of mine. I never did karaoke before. I'm awkward AF about singing in front of people. Oh, I wonder if Spider-Verse songs are on Osu, because like I could probably play Osu maybe. I haven't thought about playing Osu on stream, but I still have it installed. I'd be more inclined to practice if not for my health issues. I don't think I ever really sang in front of anyone before. I'm not musically inclined like at all. I'm much more visual in terms of being an artist and not musically gifted. I hope I can get into making music one day. That could be interesting. I like played the piano like briefly as a kid. But apart from that, I knew how to read music, but that's pretty much it. Never played in a band or did anything quite like that. Miles is still kind of young, so his body would be pretty lanky. Which I developed chronic fatigue and a whole lot of issues for a couple years ago. Never been able to wrap my head around reading music. I also haven't tried in a long time. I think the key to reading music is just being able to count mostly. Like how I learned it wasn't like reading like a normal language, it was just counting the different notes. Which actually isn't too different than how it is in art. Obviously you're not counting per se, but you're sort of eyeballing different proportions and creating rhythm in terms of images. I might try to learn later in life, but I'm still trying to learn a bunch of stuff right now. Same. He does have sort of big ears, so let's just draw those. I think I might want to draw Gwen after I draw Miles. I will say I do think they kind of shafted my boy Miles in the second movie. I know not everyone likes the ending, but I kind of don't like how his character was treated, now that I think about it. But I need to watch that movie again, because maybe I'm misremembering things. Just draw them normally or ship art? Nah, I don't do shipping. Like in most cases, I just want to draw the characters because I like their design. I don't have any goals in shipping characters. I don't want to get into the shipping war because it's uncharted territory. I don't think I ever really drew shipping art except for maybe like Poison Ivy and Harley Quinn. But like that was like forever ago. Music was hard for me to get into when I was healthy since it's a loud thing and you have to worry about housemates or neighbors. Yeah, I get that. I've never been into shipping myself either. Guess I'm not into romantic stuff. It's just stupid. I mean, I get people have fun, but like people take it way too seriously. And in many cases, I think shipping ruins stories and fandoms, and then everyone has to suffer. Cough, cough, Legend of Korra, cough, cough. Not every show needs romance. And one day, writers will recognize that. With the BTAS designs or the Harley Quinn show designs, I'm pretty sure I just did the classic Batman series. I think I actually made his face pretty like him. Because he always has like a crooked grin on his face. I wouldn't be surprised if I realized I'm Arrow-East or something eventually. I'm losing interest in that stuff more and more as time goes on. Oh. You can delete your chat message in YouTube chat. I didn't even know you could do that, to be honest. So next I need to draw his hair, which is pretty much this. I was just trying to click the emote I posted. Oh, I gotcha. Maybe I'm drawn to Spyverse because, like, the characters remind me of my relatives. Not quite the same background, but I understand a lot of the references. And I definitely relate to Miles feeling like he's the underdog. How do I draw his suit? I need the black one. Like, he's older than he was obviously in the first movie, but like he's still like a kid, so I don't want him to be too muscular. Like, despite what anime would tell you, if you're like 15 or 16, you probably aren't going to be super jacked. Doesn't romance add to historic stakes? Yeah, I've done well. In Legend of Korra example, I think it detracts. I don't think romance adds stakes. I kind of disagree with that. Like, obviously, if the story calls for it, but more likely than not, it's just shoehorned in. And, like, if you know who the two main characters are going to end up together, then there's not really many stakes. I still made him a bit beefier than I kind of wanted, but it just not too bad. I can work with it. JoJo's characters. Mine goes to part 3, Chotaro. So, like, he would have the, like, spider symbol in the middle of his chest. Any steroids involved. It wouldn't honestly surprise me, although there's just some really tall people out there. It's funny, I don't like spiders IRL, but Spider-Man's really cool. Because he's Spider-Man. And how could you really hate Spider-Man? And I actually kind of like Miles' suit. If only I could find a good reference. Because it's kind of difficult to find. Excuse me. This doesn't have the webbing like Peter's suit does. Other than the mask, but he's not wearing the mask in this reference, obviously. I can't find a good reference picture. Maybe look for his suit. Possibly my youngest brother is pretty big. In the game he has the webbing, but in the movie he doesn't. So I'm gonna stick to what the movie says. Well, I still can't get a good reference picture for him. And it's getting harder and harder to find good references because a lot of them are AI. Which is really annoying because I remember I was looking up something earlier because I had an idea I wanted to draw. But then I got frustrated because everything seemed to be AI. Which is obviously not very fun. I always remember seeing the webbing under the arms with Ultimate Spider-Man. That show was weird but cool. I think I only really watched the Spider-Man movies, not the animated series. Apart from, obviously, Miles. Apparently there's something on his, I just want a good reference of his suit. I can't find one. So it's a mix between gray and red and black. But his suit is actually not too complicated compared to Peter Parker's, or even Gwen's, if I'm being honest. Because hers is sort of the little hoodie. Spectacular Spider-Man is a really good show. I think we should watch party it. I'm down for whatever. I might have seen it once or twice, but I definitely don't remember everything about it. If I have. I think my mom or my uncle might have Spider-Man comic books somewhere, but I'm not entirely sure. Not sure what we'll end up watching after Samurai Jack. That's a good question, really. There was that series Baja was talking about, but I thought there wasn't really a good depth of it. But I did kind of like the art of that show, Wakfu, I think. I'm willing to look past the dub if the story's good. I'm not a complete dub snob. And if it's in another language, then I obviously can't tell if it's accurate or not. He says we should watch the Spanish dub, I think. You two have a shared watch list. So me and Zud and another mod of mine, Bahencio, we tend to watch a bunch of different series. Netflix doesn't have it. I don't know if Hulu does or Amazon. But maybe it's just a region lock thing, which would kind of suck if it was. This spider's kind of round. Nothing written down, we just wing it. Pretty much. Although I do get the sense that Baja wants to finish Korra because he's gonna keep getting spoiled, unfortunately. And I don't want him to get spoiled because he said he did the other day. I'm not really sure what he got spoiled on, so that was obviously not very good. I still want you guys to watch Trigun because I think you both will find it funny. Just with your guys' sense of humor. It's not Trigun's not too long of a watch either. I'm struggling to draw this little spider here because it seems to go past the little circle on his chest. Oh, I had no clue clue. It's a video game. To do the fist. Trying to think of other things that I wanted to watch or that we mentioned. We were talking about Gintama, but I know that's like a really long series. But then you were also saying Bleach, but not the anime, the manga, so that wouldn't really work. But then again, I thought you guys said you wanted to watch Andor again, or maybe it's just too soon because you guys just watched it. I think our tastes in shows and media is actually pretty similar. So, I would watch anything that you guys suggest, pretty much. We did talk about watching The Lord of the Rings as well. I think definitely watching Lord of the Rings could be fun. Because I don't really remember all that much from when I did watch them. That was like forever ago. I think I did actually okay. I feel like I could have gotten a better reference for his suit. But I kind of want to go to draw Gwen now. Because I don't know if I like Gwen or not in Spider-Verse. I think some moments she has are pretty cool. But others are like, what are you doing? And I guess that's kind of part of the contention with the second movie. Because not everyone liked what Gwen did. But I don't want to spoil it, so I don't want to mention it too much. I kind of want something a little actiony for her. Maybe I'll just put the post over here. I won't have it so big. Although I probably could have made a separate canvas, but I kind of don't want to do that. One thing I do like about coloring traditionally released drawing is that you could sort of think about how you want your layout to be. But you can do that in digital too, so I guess it isn't really that too different. Do you know how to get creators to respond? I don't really reach out to bigger creators. I'm just kind of doing my own thing for now. I've only really been streaming for like a month and a half. And I've been making YouTube since like the spring. so I definitely don't know how to reach out to bigger creators. But I will say, I guess interacting with their communities helps. Being in their comments, joining their Discord if they have one helps. At least that's the case with Twitch. I guess it would be pretty similar for YouTube as well. Even small ones, yeah. Of course, I don't really follow my own advice because I join Discords and then I never talk. So. But reaching out helps. And I need to follow my own advice and do it more. But more often than not, artists and creators in general aren't particularly scary people. They just may take a minute to respond. And more likely than not, they'll be willing to help. At least if you have a question about their process. The sketch looks kind of weird, but I think I can fix it. I can fix her. Although I am kind of cramped. And that was my fault for not really making a separate canvas for Gwen. Although I might make another one because I want to draw Hobie Brown now. Because he's the goat. She would have her hoodie. Now I need to pull up a Gwen Stacy reference. But I think I do want to draw her with her mask on and her hoodie. I have mixed feelings about Gwen, but I do think her design's pretty cool. I mean, Spider-Man. Does anyone know if anyone deciphered what he made of? I'm sorry, I don't think I understand. Like the newspaper texture. Like in the movie, I'm pretty sure they used a filter for that. I'm using Clip Studio Paint, so there's probably like a comic filter or something. I'm sorry, not comic filter, screen tone. I believe that's what it's called. I do like that texture too, but I haven't really messed with too many textures in Clip Studio. If I'm being honest, because I'm still trying to figure out how to draw with this software. Her Spider-Verse outfit is actually also pretty simple. Although I needed to see a reference for her sneakers. Well, they kind of look like ballerina shoes, sort of. I could have sworn she wore sneakers, but I guess not. I think there's some screen tone brushes. I might have installed some too. So if you wanted to do that and not use the textures, I suppose you could do that as well. I'd say I have a pretty fun drawing session. And I didn't realize until now that she's actually wearing ballerina shoes. Well, in this reference, she is wearing sneakers, so I guess she wears both. But I guess I committed with the ballerina shoes, so I'm gonna stick to those. And totally not because there's easier to draw compared to sneakers. So I'm gonna redo the foot. Oh, why did I draw the foot? I think the leg's too long. Now surely, if nothing happens tomorrow, I might go live again. But no guarantees. Because I say that and then something happens, and then I not stream, and then I disappoint myself by not fulfilling something that I wanted to do. So, what fruit do you use to save the world? I think Miles' sneakers are pretty cool. I feel like there's no consensus. Yeah. I guess in the second movie she wore ballerina shoes. But I guess I just blocked that out of my memory for some reason. So that would draw her eyes. And her face. I mean, I guess technically in that movie, anyone can be Spider-Man. So it's not really a competition on who. Let me check something real quick. Oh, okay. So I guess technically Spider-Man could wear anything that he wanted, he or she. And I guess some versions of Spider-Man might not wear any shoes. You can't really see her nose, but I did want to include it. But she doesn't have the little web texture on her head. It's in her hoodie. She doesn't even have the little spider symbol in the center of her outfit either. I'm really having fun with this. When I go in it without any expectations, I am having a lot more fun. I feel like Spider-Man's good to draw in any case where you're trying to study poses. I don't know why that is, but I guess he's Spider-Man, so you could see him in, again, any pose. So, do I want to go in detail more with these sketches, or do I want to draw Hobie? I don't have enough room to fit him in this canvas, so I might make a new one. But he's my favorite character. Because he's actually the GOAT. I might draw Miguel too, because that's totally different than like any other Spider-Man character that I drew, or really any male character. Both of them are really. So I need to find another reference and do that. Hobie has infinite aura. Honestly, Teapot, I'd be down to watch the old Spider-Man movies till the Tobey Maguire ones. And even the Andrew Garfield Spider-Man movies would be a good watch, because I like those too. I'm not sure about the new ones with Tom Holland, though. I feel like those have too much Disney in them, which is probably stupid of me to say. Although I don't know if you're still in chat, Teapot. I also kind of like the Iron Man movies too, at least the old ones. The standalone movies are way better than the Avengers movies. And I don't even think that's a hot take anymore. I feel like I can't really find a pose that fits Hobie. Because he just is that guy. It seems like getting a good reference is hard, even with all that I saved. I did find another reference for another drawing, but that's for another day. I'm locked into drawing Spider-Man characters, so I'm gonna keep doing that. If you do and somehow come back after, can you give me a list of similarities between the first Toby and the first Andrew? If I remember correctly, like both of them were like in high school, so there was still that awkwardness, teenage vibes with the both of them. I feel like Garfield Spider-Man was a bit less goofy. Well, East was still goofy, but like in an edgy teenage way. And Maguire was just goofy. In a good way. I can't find a good reference to save my life. Maybe I could draw Miguel first, but I did want to draw Hobie. Like, he's one of those characters that you kind of have to have the right feeling with. Because, like, he's way different than other Spider-Man characters. I feel like the similarities, obviously them both being Spider-Man, but I think what I like a lot about the early Marvel days, at least for Spider-Man, there's like different interpretations of his characters, and you see that a lot with DC stuff, because like there's so many different interpretations of Batman and Superman. But I'm worried that because Disney's obsessed with Tom Holland, we might not get another Spider-Man for a while. Which he's still a good actor in his own ways. But nothing can compare to like the first two versions of Spider-Man, at least movie-wise. I definitely feel like they're trying too hard with trying to be relatable to young people. And welcome back to you, Pod. I was just rambling about DC and Marvel for the past 2 days. 2 days. I mean 20 minutes. And I'm trying to find a good reference for Hobie, but I can't find one. Which is kind of annoying. Surely I can find something that looks decent that fits his character. I wish this Sonic franchise would be more like Batman and Spider-Man, just do different takes instead of trying to tie all the games into almost one lore. It's not working. I feel like Sonic's is just like way too complicated. Like you said, for a beginner, unless you know everything, it can be hard to get into that series. That's not to say it can't be done well. I think One Piece does it decently well. And there's a billion different One Piece characters. Man, I just can't find a good reference photo. Sonic lore is really bad and inconsistent. For some reason, they can't just let some games be their own thing. Yeah, there's definitely a risk in overcomplicating things, and everyone's confused. I know that happens a lot with Kingdom Hearts, as far as things being convoluted. And even within the main games, it's not the right order to follow the story. I would guess the manga for Sonic would be the first place to look, and then the old games, but I don't know the whole timeline. I was never that big of a Sonic fan. And I think I'm going to lose my train of thought for drawing if I can't find something that looks somewhat decent. I feel like, yeah, One Piece is pretty easy to get into, but that's the exception of the rule when it comes to large worlds. Some writers think more is better when it comes to writing worlds, and honestly, that's not always good. I feel like all my stuff has gotten messed up. This is infuriating. I do feel like sometimes Pinterest just wants to fight with you because it's showing me all sorts of things different than what I'm asking for. Male portraits, pose, or friends. Sonic Boom could have been cool, but the main game ended up being rushed out. The original ideas they had for it sounded way better. And again, I can only say so much about a game I haven't played. I wouldn't even know how to start with getting into Sonic lore, and honestly, I think I'm a little too old for it, personally. I'm just gonna draw this portrait of him. Because all the time I spent warming up my hands just ruined because I couldn't find the right reference. I wouldn't recommend it unless you're already a diehard fan. You have to be there. Hobie. Spider-Verse is another series that's I guess as far as art, it's very clear about what shapes they use for their designs for characters. Spider-Punk is so cool. I don't know if I'm a diehard fan or if I just have Stockholm Syndrome from Sonic. Same with Halo at this point. I could say the same about Kingdom Hearts. Because I'm at this point with Disney messing things up, I don't think we'll ever get Kingdom Hearts 4. Or if it is, it's just going to be a very watered down version from the original story. I mean, it's been like 8 years, I think, since Kingdom Hearts 3 came out. Either 4 is just going to get scrapped or the story is just going to be gutted. That's pretty much what happened to FF15. The game still came out, but it's definitely not completed. Everyone has their dang series that they can never let go of. Me and Baja with Star Wars. Star Wars has potential, but like anything Disney touches, it dies. I really hope they don't screw the pooch with Avatar, though. But from what I see in the comics and the novels, it's actually pretty good. For a while there, though, Avatar definitely was in trouble. But I think there's still plenty of fans around. They just need to release a game that doesn't suck. Then maybe more people would become Avatar fans. Like half the games that they release can't be played, quote-unquote, legally on PC. So port the old games or make remasters. But that'll never happen. There's so many Avatar projects in the works, I can't even remember what any of them are. Let's see what they are. I know they're working on the Kyoshi movie. And I'm pretty sure they're working on a movie of Aang and them as an adult. Oh, there was also the Roku novels, which I'm sure they're probably going to be good because the Kyoshi ones are good. And I need to read the Yang Chen ones again. I just want an Avatar game that doesn't suck. Apparently they're working on a new RPG. Sorry, I know you like the Netflix one. I wish I could. Not often I drop a series due to not liking it, but then again I could procrastinate starting the new stuff. I don't think the Netflix Avatar was bad. I'm gonna be real, a lot of Netflix adaptations are not great. But like, it could be better. Nothing will beat the original though. And it's a quick enough watch that most people who like the Netflix version would just watch the original series at some point. They did the best they could with what they had. Although creative differences definitely can make or break a project. I don't think anyone's doubting that. I guess the biggest thing was how would I draw his hair, because it's kind of locks. Netflix Atla had the same boring soullessness to it that Disney Star Wars stuff has. Feels like contentless instead of art. I actually disagree with that. Obviously, they didn't do things as well as the original, like I said, but I don't think it's completely soulless. I think the show has potential, but due to Netflix's trend of canceling shows, I don't think it'll get there. I think the actors did care for what they were doing, at least Aang's actor did. The casting was great, but the acting wasn't. And it was part of the whole creative disagreements here. I'm not sure if they'll ever do the other books. But Netflix has a tendency to cancel shows. And I know I'm drawing copies here like totally wrong. You're not a One Piece fan, so I can't really talk about the One Piece live action because I think that was actually done pretty well, considering. I am curious to watch season 2. Did they say they were continuing the One Piece live action? I think most people liked it. So true, them can't answer stuff yet. The Witcher keeps going. That still sucks. Yeah, they are gonna do a season 2 for the live action because they casted someone to play Robin and Crocodile, I believe. Because they did show who is going to be in a new season. I know for sure Nico Robin got revealed. Could I get into One Piece through the live action, or should I go through the manga first? I'd say the manga's quicker. You get a better understanding of the characters. But like the One Piece live action isn't that bad. Out of all of them, I think it's the least offensive. One Piece fans seem to like it. Seems like a simple show. I guess it doesn't matter. I mean, manga, well, yeah, not watching the anime, of course, that would take forever. Yeah, I remember you talking about wanting to get into Bleach. And to be honest, I actually don't think Bleach was all that bad. I low-key like Bleach more than Naruto, and if there's any Naruto fans lurking, I said what I said, and I'm not going to take that back either. Naruto got repetitive. But Bleach, I don't think people were too hard on Bleach, personally. Is it the most complex, engaging story? No. But, like, I still think it's fun. And I like Ichigo's character. I kind of like the departure from a happy-go-lucky protagonist. Because that was a common thing back in the day for shonen. When you consider Luffy and Naruto and Goku, of course. This doesn't really look like Kobe. I've seen Bleach anime, but not the manga. I read all of Monster in less than a week, so I wonder how fast I could get through One Piece. One Piece as a manga is actually pretty quick to get through. My criticisms for Bleach came from the anime, yeah. But I think the manga's actually pretty decent. I think Kubo's a good artist. I do want to draw Mako real quick, so I'm gonna try to do that. I really like my Miles sketch because I think it looks like him. Because he has this cute moment. Miguel O'Hara. From what I hear, the manga is truer to Kubo's version, where the anime is a bit more generic. I actually agree with that take. I think in anime they couldn't square it off if they wanted Bleach to be a average teenage action show, but Kubo was able to obviously go a bit further in the manga. Miguel's like literally Chad. I feel like the Beach anime started off with a unique vibe, but then turned into a generic battle shonen. I mean, the endings are amazing. I remember people not liking the slice of life, which is why they changed, at least in the anime. Well, I wouldn't necessarily call it slice of life, but I guess compared to other shonen, then yeah, it kind of is. Someone called it JJK of the 2000s, and I don't know if I agree with that take either. There's some interesting anime takes on the website. I wonder if I should make an anime take video. Maybe a tier list, but like I could be there forever doing that. But that could be fun content. We could do it on stream, maybe. The supernatural stuff, but they sort of forgot about that for the most part. It's more apparent in the manga. Did my camera overheat? No, it's still working. I think Kubo's working on another manga these days. I thought he retired, but apparently he's working on something else. But obviously, if you see it, you know it was him with his signature style. And you can tell I'm starting to get a little tired. I've seen some panels I don't remember from the anime that feel very striking and made me feel things. Not like battle stuff, but some super low-key, quiet-looking panels. This art style changes quite a bit. from early Bleach to like the later chapters. So of all the things, I think I would hold judgment in spite of that. I also saw moments from the anime, but I feel like they weren't enough. Yeah, it's very fair. Like Miguel's like a very huge dude. I really like these drawings. These doing this stream was pretty fun. But I'm probably gonna end after I clean up these sketches. Because I do have something I need to do tomorrow. I haven't been reading too much manga. I've been focusing on art. I did start reading a little bit more of One Piece. But I can't really think of anything else that I've been reading. Well, is my model frozen? No. Did my internet die or something? Oh no. I get paranoid if something looks like it's frozen on my screen. Yeah. These ears are actually kind of small. Man, I really want to listen to Spider-Verse music, but I can't. I still haven't gone through and changed all my audio settings either. Bad streamer. He sort of has like a poutiness to him. His face, anyways. Maybe I'd do a stream where I draw Star Wars characters, although they'll probably not end well. all the different like alien races. Like that seems a little tough to draw, but it might not be so bad. I will say Mizgil's suit is definitely the coolest looking. Like the use of shapes and colors. Even just looking at him, you can tell a lot about his character, which is what good characters design should do. But I did get to do my goal of drawing more male characters. The only female that I drew was Gwen. Grab some food before I go to bed. Yeah, tired. I'm probably gonna end in a little bit. Anyways, if I want to go on online tomorrow, I better not lose my voice tonight. I'm gonna clean up the sketch a little bit. Looks like you've drawn a lot today. It doesn't feel like it, but I guess for digital art I did. I started talking about Spider-Man and it was all over. Like Miguel's shoulders are like massive. And I feel like that it went a little bit bigger, if I'm being honest. But he too doesn't have the little webbing like Peter does, so. I think maybe I need to focus less on just drawing random stuff during the stream. Specific stuff and do more random studies, because I feel like I learned a lot. I want to post these drawings on Twitter, but I hate Twitter, so. But I think I'd had a successful stream. I still think I like my Miles the most. Although I think this Miguel turned out pretty decently. I don't tend to draw characters like him. has a little cuff. Oops. I hate how my canvas just jumps sometimes when I'm trying to scroll in. He had a little, I guess, cuff on his other hand. Uh, so I did these hand studies, and then I drew Miles and Gwen, and then I drew Hobie and Miguel. This was kind of like how I used to draw when I was younger. So I'm kind of digging that. Although me, I'd probably like do like 3 or 4 pages in like a day in my sketchbook. So I guess it's kind of the same. Let me make sure that I save these. And then someone suggested that if I get a point redeem, then I would probably set a reminder to save my drawing or save my game, which actually is pretty smart. Because I don't always save stuff like I should. I might color these at a later date, surely. Miles. Gwen. I don't know if I want to save my hand studies, because I don't think I'll come back to these. But I might as well. I guess the next thing to do is just find someone to raid, because I think I'm going to call it a night. So, I guess we go to the good old Twitch. So surely I do my window capture right. Reading different people is pretty fun. Upbeat. Twitch. I gotta figure out who I want to raid. See if there's any cool artists on. Don't forget to end YouTube stream this time. It's weird because like that time that it happened, for whatever reason there's a delay from when I end the stream on Twitch and when I end the stream on YouTube. But it could be just me multi-streaming. I'm not sure what happened. So many cool artists. I'll switch to Twitch chat for the raid, okay. I seen this person live yesterday. 3D artists are just built differently because I don't know how they do that. Ooh, someone's doing the Bob Ross challenge, which I kind of want to do. But like setting that up is probably going to be a real pain in the butt. I still need to be close enough to the computer to run my stream. Here it seems easier to me actually, but I haven't tried it yet, so I'm probably wrong. Well, probably making the form itself isn't too difficult, but like rigging it and stuff, I don't quite understand that. I like the little Kirby, but they don't speak English, so I wouldn't do too good, unfortunately. Like if it's just a hand cam, then maybe I could just do that. But then I wouldn't have my model up. Yeah, I just need to log in and figure out how to do that. Let me go back up. And my computer's frozen right now. There we go. I have this person's model.
Got that L-shaped desk. 2, let's go. Oh, you also have one. Yeah, it's I like it a lot. You have the L to yourself.
I think I'm gonna raid this person.
What's
So
wrong with
I can start the raid now.
I send you a link. Yeah, you can drop some in Discord.
Fun stream. I got to draw quite a bit, and I didn't get frustrated.
As long as it's like appropriate and stuff, you know.
I felt like I learned a lot.
What are you thinking about?
I want to do more streams like that, so until next time. Maybe I'll stream tomorrow, I don't know. Yeah, I'm glad you came. I guess until next time, I bid adieu. So I'm gonna start the raid.
Yeah, I have a stand for my tablet, and it's just like, I wish it was a little bit more, I don't know, it's kind of still flat, even on like the highest setting, if that makes sense.
Goodbye, take care.